I'm Jana with Purl Together, and I am happy to be here today with Ambah O'Brien from Australia and Terina, also from Australia. Terina knits, but you are Love Speckles on Etsy. So that's fantastic. So Terina and Ambah, welcome to the Purl Cast. We're really excited to talk about the mystery knit along coming up next month. Yay! Love a good mystery. I'm excited about it, even though it's not a mystery for me, really, but I'm still super excited about it.
Well, I'm pretty excited seeing you knit up yours, Jana and Terina. You're both about halfway through in your different colours.
It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it's super cool. So Terina's here to tell us about the kits that she has dyed, especially for this mystery knit along. And Ambah's going to talk about the pattern that she's designed for this. And for viewers that are new to the whole concept of a mystery knit along, Ambah has this fantastic pattern, and it's released in sections. So you have one clue each week. So you knit a certain amount for that clue for that week, and then it builds on itself. And you don't really know what the whole shawl is going to knit look like when you're finished. But if you've knitted anything by Ambah, you know you're going to like it. So it's a mystery, but it's a safe bet. You're going to love it. So tell us about the pattern.
Well, I can tell you a bit about it because I don't want it to be too mysterious so that people can decide if it's for them or not. So what you can know about the pattern is that it's triangular shaped, so it'd be easy to wear, and it has a few techniques in there to keep you engaged during the knit along. So there'll be some short rows, some mosaic colour work, and some lace. So combines a lot of techniques.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about all I can tell you, except that I'm just looking here of what I've written down, what I have.
And I'll be doing videos, some technique tutorial videos to go along with the clues, so that so don't be afraid. If you haven't done mosaic before, don't let that turn you away from the pattern, because I'm going to walk you through how to do it. I also have on my channel a separate video that was from last year about specifically how to read a mosaic chart, for example. And so there'll be help along the way is the point. So don't let that turn you away if you haven't done short rows or, mosaic before, or lace. I mean, we'll do some hand holding each week. It'll be a lot of fun.
Which is great because, that's a big part of a knit along too, people coming together and learning techniques and supporting each other, and having Jana make videos will be so amazing. I've had a lot of beginners ask me about how difficult it will be, and it's so nice to be able to say, it'll be fine. We'll have the community to help you, and also Jana's videos.
Yeah, well, it will totally be fine. If I would say, and I'm about halfway through the shawl, I would say if you can knit and you can purl, you can totally do this. You absolutely can. It's just going to require a little bit of paying attention. So if you're a newer knitter, maybe it's not something you're going to be watching Netflix while you're doing, but you can totally do this. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is a fingering weight shawl. We'll say that this is fingering weight. Although I guess you could knit it in, sport weight or DK. It would just be larger, right? Yeah. And you want to make sure to follow, Ambah has a link we'll put down below where she gives some details on her blog about, needle size and gauge. You'll definitely want to swatch beforehand, because while it's a shawl and, it's not a fitted garment, the gauge will obviously have an impact in the size of the finished object, right?
Yeah. So I consider myself to be sort of a medium gauge knitter, so I'm not really loose and I'm not really tight. So if someone was a really loose knitter, they probably would want to go down a needle size and vice versa. So, it is good to swatch if you're, be sure of your gauge and what needle size will work best for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you have some notes about what kinds of yarn you might want to choose, and then Terina's going to show us what she has available right now that you could order like today.
And get it in time for the CAL.
Yes.
So the 2 options, the shawl overall uses a little under 300 grams of fingering weight yarn, so approximately just under 1,200 yards of fingering weight yarn, and that could be 300-gram skeins or 4 skeins, and 2 of those would be 50 grams each. The kits that are generally being made up of 400-gram for 100-gram skeins, so you'd have some left over at the end of the project if you went with a 4 skein kit. So there's 2 options, 3 skeins or 3 colours and 4 skeins or 4 colours. Mine is knit, well, all 3 of ours is knit with 4 colours, and it will be just as beautiful knit with 3 colours as well. So there's that choice. The first colour, colour 1, needs to contrast quite strongly, particularly with colour 3, or if you're using 3 colour kit, it's colour 2.
Right.
Which sounds a bit complicated, but you'll have a link to the notes.
Yeah, again, you have this all written out very clearly on your blog post, and so absolutely, yeah.
And there's a photo there with the skeins that I'm using and the numbers on them, so you can see which colour I've chosen. But I've chosen a beautiful light speckle for colour 1.
Oh, show us.
Yeah, have you got them there, Terina? Because mine are knit up in the...
I have a couple, but the rest are on the line drying still. So this is the light speckle.
So it's colour 1.
That's Polly. And the only other one I've got at the moment is your colour number 3, which is this beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
Magnolia.
Yes.
Yep. And because everything else that I'm sold out of yours, Ambah.
Colour 2.
Okay.
Apple.
And then colour 3, the purple. So the purple, if you were doing a 3 colour kit, you'd leave out the apple.
I'd leave out apple, yeah, because it's more contrasty, these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The colour 2 and 3. And then colour 4, have you got the green there?
I don't, again, because that one's in pots at the moment. Still.
Which one is it? What was it called?
Moss. It's a dark green.
Yep, I have that one.
You have a moss.
I have a moss.
Yeah.
Wait, is that it? Yeah, this is
different with our different lighting.
Yeah, different lighting and a different base, because that Jane is on twist up and Ambah's on singles. Right. And I find the single seems to be a more not solid, but it seems to be more flowing the colour, whereas the twist one seems to pick up the... Don't know why. Different bases do different things.
I love this so much that I actually ordered 2 extra skeins. When she sent my package, I was like, I got to have more of that. I love this so much. I ordered 2 extras.
Yeah, I love that moss green. I've got a nice little stash of mohair in the moss too, which I get.
Yeah, it's very lush in the mohair.
Yeah. Mm. So I'll put it, because we have different people with different skeins, I'll insert a photo of the kit that Ambah used that's available now. And then Terina came up with a kit for me and one for herself as well. So we have all these different colors.
Which one would you like to see first?
My kit's called Ambah's Garden, which is the first kit, and then Jana's kit is Jana's Hike.
And that's because I sent Terina a video. Look how fantastic that is. Look how lovely. I just love all the earthy browns and greens and all the tones. And I sent her a video of a backpacking trip that my daughter and I went on. And then that's what she came up with based on the granite mountains and the backpacking and the dirt and the willows and the river. It was amazing.
And then this one is this is my one.
Look how amazing.
That's on the twist.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's on the twist.
And the inspiration for yours was urban, wasn't it?
Yeah, that night light and the neon lights. So I went a little bit, I was going to go hot pinks, and then I thought, no, let's go some more cooler colours but still be bright. plus I have to admit, since a teenager, purple and teal has been like my favorite colors. So it kind of
we are children of the 80s. We are children of the
indeed.
80s. Terina and I are. Ambah, maybe not, but Terina and I are children of the 80s for sure.
Purple and teal, everything.
Although the purple and orange of the 80s, I could never. I'll say that, but one day I'll probably love purple and orange.
Will.
Purple and bright orange, not autumnal, beautiful, muted
like
orange.
Fluorescent-y.
Yeah.
I don't like really hot orange. I don't like purple and orange together, like Halloween, like neon Halloween. Not so much. I like the earth tones. I love the earthy. Of course, I'm wearing purple. I love purple, but maybe not with orange together. Yeah. Anyway, you can get all of these kits. You can order right away from Terina if you're interested at all, because the mystery knit along, the first clue will be released April 2nd. Australia time, April 2nd, which for us is April 1st. Yay! I'm just saying.
Weekly for 5 weeks after that. So the final clue and the full reveal will be April 30.
So you can always jump in later if you go, oh, that's really good. Jump in.
You could. Absolutely. Yeah. Could absolutely start later if you kind of want to see where it's going first. You could totally do that. Yeah. But you want to go, I'll put a link down below to where you buy the pattern on Ravelry from Ambah. You buy the pattern, and then we'll put the links down below where you buy the yarn if you'd like from Terina. So if you're knitting from
post, because I also sell the pattern on PayHip for people who can't use Ravelry. So if you link to the blog post, and then it links to PayHip and Ravelry from there.
Excellent. Yes. So if you have trouble with Ravelry, there is an alternative option. That's fantastic. Yeah. Great. Yay. And if people are knitting from stash, all of the details about how you might want to go about choosing colors if you have an extensive stash and you want to do that. Ambah has written out some hints, like she mentioned earlier, about choose this because it will contrast with this because you'll want it to contrast with this. So we're not giving too much away, but you do have definitely some good hints on there.
Good guidelines. Yeah.
Ambah is running a knit along in her Ravelry group. I will be running a knit along in my Ravelry group and having all kinds of comments and stuff going on in the Facebook group, Pearl Together Facebook group as well. So head on over there and join us. And Terina is a moderator in Ambah's group. So if you want to hang out with all of us,
I'll be hanging out. Absolutely.
And just on social media, hashtag, I don't know what it is. I got the hashtag Caladenia, MKAL, MKAL.
Okay.
And then we can see all your pictures on Instagram.
Yeah. Absolutely. Do the hashtags on Instagram so we can and tag us in your photos so we can all see. I'll put all the links to our social media down below so you can tag all three of us.
I can see.
Because we love to see how they all turn out so differently when people choose different colors. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I love it.
All right, so be ready on April 2nd to start to cast on, and be sure to swatch first. Just saying. I am swatching. Look, Terina's like, no.
I never do, but I know though from experience, my gauge is pretty much exactly what Ambah's is. So I just dive in. But if you make a garment.
That's right. The other thing I'll mention though, while people are gathering supplies, is you do recommend 2 different size needles, and that's because of the colorwork section. Often you want to size up your needle for the mosaic just so that you maintain good tension and it doesn't, you don't squish it together and make it too tight. So it's helpful to size up. So we'll mention that again later. But if you're thinking about if you need the correct sizes, go check on the pattern recommendation. Make sure you have the needles you need. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's it, really, because we can't show anything, which is the hardest part.
Well, we showed the fantastic yarn, but that's all you get for now.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll be back.
All right. Get ready. April 2nd is the start. Bye.